Boys, I just had to finishing off the bag. I was on it for 20 minutes. This is going back out to James Quinn. James, I'm going to be very, very fair what I'm going to say here. You reckon you were always in the Premier League and we were below you. Well, now you should be dancing on top of the opportunity here to fight me one more time. I'm coming up 40 years of age. Yes, James, you are. You're 50. You're 53. But you have a big fine young fella there. You have a big fine man. He's as big as me and done as much ring fighting as me. You can let him out into the ring to me, James. In a 12-foot ring. Now, James, I told you there now the rest of the Quinns, I was just picking on you over an opportunity what you tried to do. Matter you, of course, black and blue, you done this, that and that. I don't believe you. The evidence was there, alright? I'm not going to mention no names. But now, James, lady brothers jump all over. I'll give you £5,000, James. You shoes my father. £5,000 into your hand if you fight me in a 12-foot ring because you think an awful lot of money. But the reason why behind it, if I win, the £5,000 comes back with me. If you win, you get your £5,000. Now, another opportunity I'm going to give you. When I said I'd stick to the word with Mike, remember I said Mike, and Mike was said to put this out a whole lot to me. He came out. When I said I was fighting Mike for £10,000, I fought Mike for 10,000. I wouldn't break somebody's word your nan said to me. But this is another word I'm not going to break. Or I'll fight you, James, for £20,000. 20,000, James, inside of a 12-foot ring. 20 grand I'll give you. And you can put up your 20. So there you have your two options in there now. As this is going on. You have your 5,000. You don't have to put in any money. And you have your £20,000 apiece. Doesn't go no further than that, James. Because then it comes into an opportunity is a way of getting out of a fight. You have me kill train like you did before. Right? Now, as I said there, you don't have to fight me, James. I have the bounce over you, James. I don't think you're fighting me. I don't think you have the balls. You might just have the bar look coming out one more time. You might, right? Your son, Yui, I don't know why he wants to fight out in open. Because there's plenty of travellers now all over the country. Plenty of travellers in England and Ireland fighting in small areas. And I do realise what I think. I am no good to fight. There's travelling out there to kill me. But I do realise when a fight is out in the open, it goes on too long. It'll go on for an hour or 2 hours. And there's no winner of it. When you're in a tight area, you will nearly come out with a winner. And that's why I'm looking forward to this fight. So there you have the opportunity. I'm calling no names because anyway, I wasn't into the real calling names. I called name once and that was the end of it. I'd rather fight. That's the type of man I am. I had a few drinks. I said about the rest of the Quinns. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. But it's you that I have the beef with, James, and your family. Every time you swing your way out of it, you swing your way out with James, you're putting a small bit of pressure on you. James Quinn McDonough, the fighting man. And you switch to the rest of the Quinn McDonoughs. Has loads of ring fighting in them as well. Loads of ring fighting done since that hike. There's no evidence of me fighting in the clubs. There's no evidence of me fighting in the rings when I was younger over in that National Stadium there. There's no evidence. I was on Paul done a bit of ring fighting. He done a bit of ring fighting. I done none. There you have all the opportunity now. Come out and have the fight over and done and I'll stop after this fight. I'll stop. I'll walk away. I'll never hear me mounting again or anything like that. I'll stop. Now I have a job to start tomorrow. Let me know. I'll get out a few quid and I'll put it down. I'll get me fair play man. And we'll get an arm once in a while. You know when I fight. I don't pull off dirty tricks. I'm not in need to pull off a dirty trick. I'd rather hit a man out in the open and I'll shake hands with him. I'm not a boy that'll do a dirty thing behind a dirty back. I'm not that type of boy. I'm up straight and out. I'm a fighting. Now, James, you have the opportunity now. I have a show ready. And you know I have a show ready. And it's up to Curly Paddy now to tell you, James, let your son out to me. If Curly is any cop on now, tell him let him out. Or yourself, James. I'll give you £5,000, James, to fight me in a ring. If I win, I walk away with the money. If you win, James, you walk away with the money. But I'm baiting you, and you know I'm baiting you. There's not a chance you baiting me. So this is finishing off the bag. And there you go now, James. I was on the drink for the last 2 days and having the crack. And you're still not able to bait me. Now put up the money. If you want it that way, what I said, I'd put up the money in the morning. And if you don't, then what more can I do with you? I'm your boss, James. I'm your son boss. And that's it. And you're calling this phone things all the time. I showed you a photograph, didn't I? Your eyebrows are going up into the air, the two eyebrows like that. You've a little twisted in the ears. Stop calling your name, James. I'll show my face, James. I'm not ashamed of showing anything. Not a bad looking chap. Get your fight and get an arm up for once and for all, and I'll stop after this. It's only a sport at the end of the day. That's all it is. And so look, loads of people out there lost, and loads of people won. But I have a bit of a bad beef against you, James, over what you try to do. I fight children out in that house and what you try to do. That's why I'm picking on you, and that's why I'm not letting you go with it. You, your son, has to fight, and you're not switching it to any of the rest of the boys till one of you fights, and that'll be the end of it.